Hi, my name is Michelle Gunn, and I'll be answering some interview questions today. So the first one is, tell me about yourself. Well, I'm a sophomore here at the Fox School of Business at Temple University. My major is actuarial science. I have a huge passion for math, and I love to learn, and I have been loving my academics here at Fox. A little background about me is I went to Emmaus High School, which is a relatively large high school located in Emmaus, Pennsylvania. There I had a large focus on academics. I took a lot of AP and honors classes and had a very high GPA and had a very big focus on grades. I did a few extracurriculars, not too many. I played tennis. I was in a few clubs, but for the most part, I was mainly focusing on having good grades, getting into a good college, and finally I'm here at Temple University. And it did prepare me a lot because now with the tough curriculum that Fox has to offer and also other classes that are gen eds here at Temple, I was really prepared by taking all of those honors and AP classes to be where I'm here to get the grades I have today. But also with Temple and Fox, I've been really focusing as taking college as not only getting good grades, but also a transition into professional life. So I've put it upon myself to, I joined an SBO. I actually am in Gamma Iota Sigma, which is the Risk Management and Actuarial Science SBO here at Fox. And from that, that's offered a lot of opportunities. I've gotten to meet a lot of new people. And from that, I just feel like I'm really enhancing my professional career. So a little more about me is I consider myself a leader. I tend to be very influential on a lot of people. And I also, a big thing that is actually a really exciting thing that's happening soon in my life is I am about to take the first actuarial exam in June, which will be if I pass, will be a great stepping stone into my future actuary career. So yes, that's a little bit about me. So the second question is, tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. So throughout high school, I worked at a tutoring center called Kumon. And there I graded papers, I tutored kids, I answered phones, did all that kind of stuff. But at the start of it, I walked in, first interview day, met my boss. And my boss was a very tough, intimidating woman, and she had a very authoritarian management style. I remember first day I went in there, someone was trying to train me, and she goes over to the person and she says, "Oh, tell her about the dictatorship." And she was like, "This is a dictatorship, this is not a democracy, you do what I say, point blank." So that was pretty scary, especially being 14. But later on, as I said, I worked there for 4 years. I actually really did love working there, tutoring kids. It was very fulfilling, and I really loved it. But due to my hard work, dedication, my relationship with my boss became astoundingly better from just as time moved forward. I mean, she started off, and she was very micromanaging, very nitpicking, and then I somehow gained her trust. So it was really empowering when, after a year or so of working there, I was given tasks that weren't just grading papers. I was doing things. She would just say, "Go, Michelle, go do this," and I would be doing it for like 2 hours without her coming over and looking at me. It was just really, really fulfilling and a really huge accomplishment to gain her trust and her respect throughout those years of working there. And it really made me think that a boss who was that intimidating at first and that nitpicking and like not trusting of her employees, finally I was able to hard work and dedication got me to the point where she gained my respect, and I basically just thought, wow, this was a great thing, because now I just felt that any job going into, no matter how hard it would seem at first, no matter who you're working with at first, there's always opportunities to get to know someone, and there's a lot more deep layers to them than they initially show, and you can gain anyone's respect with hard work and seeing eye to eye on certain things, and that was very, very rewarding for me. And I consider it probably my biggest accomplishment in life. I mean, I'm only 19, but that was very, very, very influential. The last interview question is, tell me something you learned in class. And while I've learned a lot in HRM, I've learned about business organization, business structure, management styles, culture, everything really that keeps a company running, and all the really the core of the company. But specifically, I learned about value, vision, and mission. We actually learned about this like the first week of class. It's extremely important, and I did not know about it before. So, I actually just read a Wall Street Journal article about it, and they actually considered value, vision, and mission to be the DNA backbone of a company, which I cannot think of a better way to put that, to be honest. So I thought it was very interesting that they said that. And another interesting tidbit of information that they gave was that sometimes during a rough patch a company's having financially or whatnot, they have to restructure things, and one of those things is culture. But the interesting thing is, because values, vision, and mission, they're the backbone of a company. There's something that can't be altered unless you're just going to change the company. And so I thought it was very interesting that cultures can change when that's such a pivotal part of a company and all that, but yet the value, vision, and mission will always stay the same unless you just want to make a new company, which I found extremely fascinating. And I also found this fascinating because I don't think it can just relate to just companies. I mean, anything in life, most people, I feel like they have a value, vision, and mission for overall in general, but then also geared towards certain aspects of their life. I mean, I know I personally do, and I'm sure everyone else does. I think it's important, and I think it's really, really interesting that corporate America and all corporations and companies are based upon that fact as well, because it's very, very humane. It's very, it's important. It's vital, and I'm very surprised that I didn't know about it before, and that's awesome that I learned about it in HRM.